Shalom. Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Bahashem Rakal Kadash for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. So here you have this Eve. You know, her name I believe is Tatiana. And this video right here that you see is from 2 years ago. So she was putting together basically a function to where she wanted to bring people together and have them come together on a positive note. But she herself couldn't handle her emotions. You know, she wound up killing a man, you know, shooting him because he cut in line at her at a seafood, spot. You see, our people are good for, talking. Nobody wants to do, everybody wants to talk. A lot of our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Israelites, a lot of y'all are hypocrites because you'll talk one way but do something else, man. Here it is. You got this demon, you know, talking about, and you're gonna hear it in the video, talking about how everybody need to come together on a positive note, but then you turn around 2 years later, I believe 2 to 4 years later. I'm not sure. You're gonna hear it. I forgot. You kill a man over something that's senseless, because he cut in front of you. So this shows you that the so-called black woman, for the majority of them, they hate the so-called black man, right? They have a anger and a demonic spirit toward the so-called black man, right? And this is why Yahweh Shem Shah didn't give, certain understanding to women. Women are supposed to get their understanding and their knowledge from their husbands. If a woman out here doesn't have a husband, she's going to be lost for the most part, man. Especially if she's in the world and she's not trying to seek a man of the Lord. A lot of these Eves are demonic, man. And the title is Eve is unstable, stay clear of her. Not all our sisters are like this. But if the shoe fits, it fits. Right? But this is just to show you the mindset that people are in. Right? 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, man. We are living in perilous times. Right? And perilous, you go back to that word, it means dangerous, risky times, man. Right? What does the book of Matthew 24th chapter 12 verse say? And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, to whereas you put somebody to death because they cut in line, they cut in front of you in line at a seafood spot. Right? Because ultimately these women, they want to have one up on Jake, on the men. This is where this feminist shit comes into play, and this equality, and I'm just as strong as you and I can do whatever you can do. But you see her actions and her emotions got her 20 years. She been sentenced to 20 years in jail, man. Who I'm pretty sure she look back at it now, she realized she was stupid, man. Right? So without any further ado, let's play it, man. Check it out.
All type of things. Let's get out and do something productive, and that's the whole objective. That was Tatiana Shelton at an anti-violence rally she organized in 2021. At the time, she was awaiting trial in a murder case. The jury found her guilty in March, and today a judge sentenced her to 20 years in prison. Our Brendan Kirby is in the news center now with the very latest on this. And Brendan, this wasn't a typical murder case, you say?
No, it sure wasn't, Lenise. This was a defendant who had no prior criminal convictions, a good job, 2 young children. Now 2 families are forever changed by the decisions she made in the span of just a few minutes 4 years ago. The judge, prosecutor, and defendant all used the same word to describe the events of May 10th, 2020: senseless. Mobile County Circuit Judge Brandy Hambright sentencing Tatiana Overton Shelton to 20 years in prison for the murder of Clintavious Thompson.
And they all crying and please don't do this. Well, she shouldn't have did what she did, man. Right? She probably got up there and said she's sorry and this and that. Man, you ain't sorry, man. These women hate. These so-called black women hate so-called black men, man. Especially here on the shores of America, Babylon the Great. For the majority of them, 98% of these so-called black women hate so-called black men, man. Right? You will have to have the understanding and the knowledge and the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to see that, man. Right? This is 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and women and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived, man. So, our people gonna get even worse on each other. 2/3 of you niggas, you gonna kill each other off, man. Right? Now, I don't know this brother right here. All I know is he cut in line and he got his life took from a demonic ass woman who can't keep her emotions under wrap, man.
According to testimony at her trial in March, she was standing in line at John's Seafood on Spring Hill Avenue. A man cut in line, prompting an objection from a pregnant woman behind her. That sparked a physical altercation between the woman and Shelton. When Thompson...
Now, why was she getting a physical altercation with him? And you can see the picture here with her holding a gun, and she put it to the brother's back and shot him, man. But look at them. Look, they ganging up on the brother. Because the so-called black woman is a fucking demon, man. Right? She would never do this to a so-called white man, Chinese man, any other man on the planet. She would not do this to him, man. But, everybody else is putting to death the so-called black man, so let me get in on it. Because what? A lot of these wicked demonic ass women, they hate you so-called black men, man. Right? And I guess he got into it with her. And I don't know. It looked like she got a gun too. And they jumped him, man. And she pulled out on him and shot him in the back. Right? And this was in 2020.
Tried to break it up. He and Shelton got tangled and fell through the window. Surveillance video shows her pulling a .40 caliber gun and shooting Thompson in the back. Mobile County District Attorney Keith Blackwood says prosecutors sought a life sentence.
It's a completely senseless murder, horrific circumstance where a man was trying to protect a friend, a pregnant friend, and then was gunned down. It's frustrating, but we deal with a lot of frustrating things here.
Shelton told Thompson's family that she has been devastated by what transpired. She said she didn't see his face and perceived danger when a man in a hooded sweatshirt grabbed her. She said she was
trying to cover it up already, man. A man in a hooded sweatshirt. So fucking what he wore a hood. So what, man? So now a so-called black man can't wear a hood now. Right? You got to look like the so-called white man. You got to come in there with a 3-piece suit on. Right? You see the shit? These women are wicked as fuck, man. They will kill a brother and then try to turn it and say that the brother did something to them. This is why the title says Eve is unstable. Stay clear of her, man. Right? This is why the so-called black woman is the least desirable, the most hated and disgusted, right? Out of all the women on the planet, man. Everybody's getting away from this woman, man. And it's because of her. This is First Esdras chapter 4 and verse 37. Salakia. Page is kind of new. First Esdras 4 and 37. Wine is wicked. The king is wicked. Women are wicked. All the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works. And there is no truth in them. And their unrighteousness also they shall perish, man. She just got sentenced to 20 years, man. It probably, well, she was out. So she got to do 20 years. And a damn demonic animal like that don't need to be out, man. Just toting guns, ready to shoot so-called black men in the back, man. You heard her try to flip it? Oh, I didn't know what he was doing. He had on a hooded sweatshirt. He was coming at me. You came out with the intent to kill somebody, man, when you got a gun on you, right? And who better it to be than a so-called black man, man, right? But look what she's getting.
Horrified when she learned he was only 19. The victim's mother, April Jackson, says she's forgiven.
So, hey, so what if he would have been 30, 35?
Shelton. She described how devastating it was to have to accept her son's high school diploma just 18 days after the shooting.
Because when you go up on the stage, my son was seated in the first row. So what they did was put flowers and his cap and gown on the chair. I heard what she said. And I think that today reality is actually setting in on her actions.
Thompson's sister, Carson Thompson, was just 16 when her brother died.
It's been a long journey, and I'm just glad that we have some type of justice, even if it's not what we thought it would be. It's something.
Shelton started in cosmetology and then pursued successful careers in nursing, pipe fitting, and as a crane operator. She was a certified welder who trained new welders. The victim's mother says that's ironic because her son planned to study welding after graduation. If things had played out differently, Shelton might have been his trainer. Reporting live from the News Center, Brendan Kirby, Fox 10 News.
And it's crazy, man. Crazy, man. Let me get one more. We're going to shut it down, man. This second Esdras 25 and verse 19, man. Salakia, I'm in second Esdras. Sirach 25, Salakia. Sirach 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her, man. In this case, she getting 20 years, man. And they don't need to let her ass out. You know? Damn demon. Hey, so brothers, man, hey. If this video taught you anything, man, stay away from Eve, man. Right? For the most part. Because listen, she's on a rampage, man. She's helping, right, our enemies, you know, eradicate us, man. And like I'm gonna continue saying, not all our women are like this. Right? We love our sisters, but we can't stand Eve, man, in this world, man. Because she's a fucking demon. So I want to say, call hello, Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Amen. To the next lesson.